Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurun Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 9. So Krishna is explaining about the Asuric mentality. He explained what they think in the 8th verse. Kama hai tukim, hai tukam. So everything comes from the lust, and there is no purpose or no foundation, nobody in control. So now Krishna in the next, I think 9 to 10 or 11 verses, he will explain what is the result of their this thought process, that there is no one in control, and there is no purpose, and everything is for lust or sense gratification. So what is the impact of that, and how this the people with demonic nature behave? So etam drushtim avastabhya.
Etam drushtim avastabhya.
Nashtatmanu alpabuddhaya.
Nashtatmano alpabuddhaya.
Prabhavanti ugra karmanah.
Prabhavante ugra karmanam.
Kshayaya jagato hitaha ahitaha.
Kshayaya jagato hita.
So,
Etam drushtamavadrushtabhya. Nashta mano alpabuddhaya. Prabhavanta ugra karmana. Kshayaya jagato hita.
Etam dristim avastabhya nastat manolpabuddhayah prabhavanti ugra karmana kshayaya jagato hitaha.
Ugra karma. Translation and purport. Following such conclusions of the demonic who are lost to themselves, who have no intelligence, engage in unbeneficial, horrible work meant to destroy the world. Purport. The demonic who are engaged in activities that lead the world to destruction. The Lord states here that they are less intelligent. The materialistic who have no conception of God think that they are advancing, but according to Bhagavad Gita, they are unintelligent and devoid of sense. They try to enjoy this material world to the utmost limit, therefore always engage in inventing something for sense gratification. Such materialistic inventions are considered to be advancement of human civilization, but the result is that people grow more and more violent and more cruel to animals and cruel to other human beings. They have no idea how to behave towards one another. Animal killing is very prominent amongst demonic people. Such people are considered the enemies of the world because ultimately they will invent and create something which will bring destruction to all. Indirectly, this verse anticipates the invention of nuclear weapon, of which the whole world is very proud. At any moment, war may take place, and these atomic weapons may create havoc. Such things are created solely for destruction of the world, and this is indicated here. Due to the godlessness, such weapons are invented in human society, and they are not meant for peace, prosperity, and prosperity of the world. So we see here first verse, which gives what happens with this mentality that this world is only for enjoyment, kama. So once you have this vision or this thought process, then Alpa buddhaya, you become less intelligent. This is the sign of less intelligent people. And what they do ugra karma. Ugra karma is what? The activities which give pain to ourselves or to the other living entities or animals or plants, anything. That is ugra karma. And kshaya, to destruct, to finish, jagato, all the world. Ahitaha, not hita means beneficial. Ahitaha means uh, not beneficial. So we can actually practically see how this world has changed in last say 20 years or maybe 20 to 25 years ago. If you remember how it was and now how it is. So 20 years back there was all this development and internet and mobile phones. This started almost 30 years back, and before that the world was different, and now the world is totally different. You see the generation, the next generation, the kids who are 3 to 4 years old, they are also expert in using these mobile phones and PS2 games. And what are these games? Many times these games are of fighting, fighting with somebody, killing someone, or just capturing something, these types of games. So this is the nature of Kali Yuga, in which the demonic mentality will be keep increasing. In couple of years back there was some game also, right, which created a lot of problems that people used to do. Following that game they used to do suicides. Up to that level people are involved in this, kids are involved in these games and all. So all these developments, we think they are for our benefit or our peace, but actually that's not the way world is going. We see the opposite result. Srila Prabhupada says war can happen anytime. We experienced this 10 to 12 days back, right? Suddenly the war started, and nobody expected it to start at that time, at that moment, and so quickly. But it started. Now war started, first 1 week, 2 week, people will notice it. But if something different happens in the world, people will focus there and the war will go on. Okay. So this is the nature of the world, that when there's something is new, destructive, what we say, breaking news, everybody will focus there. And then once the newness or excitement is gone from that topic, people turn to different. So this is also a mentality of destruction or less intelligence, that you cannot focus on any problem and solve that. You run from one thing to another. Then we can actually see these things happening in our lifetime. If I see my lifetime, I can see how this world has changed. And this is, I don't know if we say development or advancement, what we can say to all these things. But Kali Yuga is a cycle, or is a yuga in which Kali is prominent or powerful. The demonic nature is powerful. So the demonic people, demonic mentality, demonic activities, all will increase because they are becoming more and more powerful. So in this age of Kali Yuga, but the other best thing of Kali Yuga is just by remembering the God, you can deliver yourself by just remembering the God. So there's positive, negative points both. But here Krishna is explaining how these demonic people think and how they behave. And in that we see their activities are not for benefit of anyone. Means destructing somebody, it's not benefit for ourselves also, because we get engaged in that activity and we have to suffer someday. So it's a problem. But because of alpa buddhaya, less intelligence, that also people don't understand that I am doing wrong. That is the biggest problem. So demonic mentality, when you want to satisfy your own desires, you can do anything for satisfying your own desires. You don't care if it bothers to others. So they can do any activities to any level. You can practically see, if you see the newspaper and read the news, how many news are of destruction or activities that are actually we are not supposed to do. So we can sense how the Kali Yuga, or how the mentality of the society as a large is changing. And that is what Krishna is telling, that after Dwapar Yuga, this is what going to happen. And so in next I think more shlokas, Krishna will explain what these demonic people do to satisfy their desires, or kama, lust. So, and what is the result of all those things when they do this activity? So here Krishna explains what they do. Still more, they will explain what is their way of thinking, how they act. That Krishna gives more details in next verses. So we'll see them from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any comments? Any addition? Any comments? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.